Hi, Phil with XenonSupply.com, the automotive lighting source. Today we have a 2009 Mitsubishi Lancer. We're doing an HID installation on the low beams. Let's pop the hood and get started. Let's take a look at what we need to perform this installation. We have here a Xenon Supply standard HID kit. It comes with two ballasts, the bulbs, and mounting brackets. The bulbs we're using for the Lancer are 9006 style. These are 4300K in color. It's the amber white, or the OEM style color. For the Lancer, because of the daytime running lights, you will need to use an accessory wiring harness that's available on Xenon Supply, as well as the anti-flicker warning canceller, just one of them. The tools we'll need for this installation are a socket wrench, a 10mm, 12mm, and preferably an extension. The 8 zip ties included in the kit, a Phillips head screwdriver, and some diamond cutters. Let's take a look at the wiring harness we'll need for this installation. The first set of cables are your positive terminal and negative terminal that goes somewhere on the chassis. This one goes to an accessory port on the battery positive lead. From there, the shorter set of cables goes to, from here, the factory harness, and this one goes to the HID ballast. Now, at this point, you will be taking the anti-flicker warning canceller and wiring it in line here and connecting this connection to the factory harness. This will remove the daytime running light issues that other people seem to have. Now, the longer set of cables here, this one just goes to the passenger side ballast. The first thing we need to do is remove the old halogen bulbs. Now, we are on the driver's side here. There's a 9006 style connector holding the bulb in. You're going to want to turn counterclockwise to unclip it from the headlight housing and pull away. There's a clip holding it down. Just press it. It should release. The bulbs come out. The removal process is the same on the passenger side. As you can see, we have the wiring harness tucked behind the battery. The positive terminal we'll be using here is right here. All you need to do is plug it into the accessory port right there. This is the 12mm bolt. Now, the wiring harness comes from underneath. The automotive relay we've tucked underneath this harness here, and we'll be using this grounding wire to attach our negative terminal. And this one here is a 10mm bolt. With the accessory harness in place, we can go ahead and mount the new ballast. Take a look here. Use the supplied mounting brackets that come with the kit. Place the larger of the two pieces underneath and clip the other one on top and bring it around. There are supplied screws and bolts that you'll be using, and this takes just a small flathead screwdriver. Make sure you do it to both of them. In order to mount the ballast on the driver's side, we've gone ahead and bent the bracket at a 9-degree angle, and we'll be using this bolt here for the headlight housing as its mounting location. In order to get that in, we've already loosened it, and you're going to have to run the wires for the HID signal cable, or power cable, underneath, connect it, and run the power wires to the bulb down and around as well. Now that we have those in place, you can just drop the ballast here, remove this screw, put it in place right here. This is a 10mm bolt. For the passenger side, we've actually used zip ties to mount the HID Ballast. There is a wiring harness that comes down here on the side of the chassis. We use a zip tie here on the top and one on the bottom to secure it in place. We found this actually to be easier than actually mounting it to any bolt on the frame. Now you need to take the wiring harness, feed it through, and connect this one in place in preparation for installing the bulbs. There you go. Let's go ahead and install the new HID bulbs. It's a bit hard to see here, but you're going to be inserting the bulb. Just feel around till the connections go into their grooves, and you'll be turning it clockwise, and you should feel it go snugly into place. Should be able to rotate. There you go, nice and firm. Now that that is set, you can take the remainder of the connections and connect them to the HID ballast. Power wires are here. And this is the only connection you have to make. The harness coming from the bulb is no longer required because of the accessory harness, and you will not need to connect anything back to the factory harness because of the wiring. Let's go ahead and install the new HID bulb on the driver's side. Make sure to twist counterclockwise to secure it in place. And now we can wire up the additional wiring. The two male and female plugs from the driver's side are going to connect to the power wire from the ballast here. And at this point, we are going to take the warning canceller, the anti-flicker device, connect it to your factory harness, in line to the accessory wiring harness. There you go. Now that we've confirmed that the HIDs work, we've gone ahead and tidied up our wiring here. We use the supplied zip ties just to get the wires in a bundle. The accessory harness is running along here. We use a couple points to zip tie the connections and tidied up the wiring on the driver's side. Thanks for watching. This completes the tutorial on the Mitsubishi Lancer. For additional information on HID lights or how to purchase them, please visit xenonsupply.com.